In a world where we're constantly surrounded by noise and the pressure to stand out, be seen, and be heard, it's easy to forget the profound power of silence. The ancient Stoics understood this long ago. They recognized the strength that lies in stillness, a kind of strength that captivates others without uttering a single word. Imagine walking into a room and, without effort, becoming the focal point. Not because you are the loudest, but because you possess a presence so compelling that it feels like you are speaking volumes without saying anything at all. This concept isn't just a myth or ancient philosophy. It's something you can achieve today. We are delving into the core of silent attraction, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This journey is about more than just making an entrance. It's about leaving a lasting impression that feels as natural as breathing. So, if you've ever felt overshadowed in a world that never stops talking, this is your moment. Let's learn how to let your silence speak louder than words. As Seneca said, silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life. We will unravel the secrets to becoming effortlessly magnetic and turning heads without trying, all by harnessing the ancient art of Stoic charm. If you appreciate this journey we're embarking on, exploring the depths of silence and wisdom, do me a simple, free favor by hitting that subscribe button. Remember, if you've ever felt different from the majority, this message is tailored for you, so be sure not to skip any part of the video. Habit number 1, be you. How often do we mask our thoughts, mute our interests, or even alter our opinions just to blend in? We've all been there, but Stoicism gently nudges us back to our authentic path. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Stoicism teaches us that the most magnetic and attractive quality we possess is our authenticity. When you are true to yourself, you are in harmony with your nature, and this harmony resonates deeply with those around you. It's like sending out a signal that says, "This is me," unfiltered, unapologetic, and real. And believe me, that kind of truth is magnetic. But let's break it down further. Being you means embracing your quirks, your passions, and your vulnerabilities. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." It means standing firm in your beliefs, even when the world tries to sway you otherwise. It's about finding comfort in your own skin, knowing that your genuine expression is your greatest asset. The Stoics valued virtue above all: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Living by these virtues and being guided by your inner moral compass makes you not just attractive to others, but also brings you closer to personal tranquility and happiness. So, how do you start embracing the power of being you? Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." It begins with a little introspection. Take time to understand your values, passions, and boundaries. Reflect on what makes you feel alive, what drives you, and how you can align your actions with your true self. Then, take the brave step of expressing that true self to the world. It's not about being perfect or pleasing everyone. It's about being real, being consistent in your words and actions, and showing up as the authentic you every single day. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the context of our discussion, replace man with person, and the message remains just as powerful. Don't spend your life pondering over what makes someone attractive or likable. Embrace your authenticity, live by your virtues, and let your genuine self shine. That's the power of being you. Trust me, in a world that often values conformity, your authenticity is your superpower. It's what makes you silently attractive, drawing people towards you in the most effortless and profound way. Habit number 2, style with substance. The way we present ourselves to the world speaks volumes, telling a story without uttering a single word. Seneca said, "A great mind becomes a great fortune." Stoicism doesn't preach renouncing material possessions or ignoring our appearance. Instead, it guides us towards living with intention, including how we express ourselves through our style. Stoicism teaches us the value of authenticity and simplicity, urging us to focus on what truly matters when it comes to style. This doesn't mean adhering to a minimalist aesthetic or forgoing fashion altogether. As Epictetus said, "First know who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." It means choosing clothes that resonate with our true selves, garments that reflect our personality, values, and the roles we play in life. It's about making deliberate choices that harmonize with our inner essence rather than mindlessly following every fleeting trend. Think about it. When you wear something that feels right, something that screams you, how do you feel? Confident, comfortable, maybe even a bit invincible. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's because aligning your external appearance with your internal world amplifies your authenticity. It makes you stand out not because you're flashy or extravagant, but because you're radiating a sense of self that's uniquely yours. But style goes beyond just clothes. It encompasses your entire aesthetic, from the way you wear your hair to the accessories that become extensions of your persona. Each choice is a brushstroke in the masterpiece that is you. Stoicism encourages us to make these choices consciously, ensuring they add value, not just noise. So, how do we apply Stoic wisdom to our style? Seneca said, "The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time." Start by asking yourself what each piece in your wardrobe says about you. Does it align with your values? Does it reflect who you are or who you aspire to be? The goal isn't to impress others, but to express your true self in a way that's genuine and enforced. Remember, your style isn't static. As you grow, evolve, and navigate through life, your style will shift and change. That's perfectly okay. The key is to remain true to yourself through these transitions, allowing your external expression to evolve with your internal journey. Habit number 3, the silent language of the body. It's fascinating how much we can communicate without ever saying a word. Our posture, our gestures, even the way we move through a room, all of it sends signals to those around us. Epictetus said, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." Stoicism, at its core, teaches us about control and awareness, not just of our minds but also of our bodies. It's about understanding that our external expressions are reflections of our internal states. So, when we talk about body language from a Stoic perspective, it's not just about manipulating our gestures to appear a certain way. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." It's about aligning our outer movements with our inner virtues and intentions. It's about integrity and coherence between what we feel and what we show. Consider the simple act of maintaining good posture. It's not just about looking confident. It's a physical manifestation of self-respect and personal dignity, qualities highly esteemed in Stoicism. Seneca said, "We should every night call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired?" When you stand tall with your shoulders back and head held high, you're not just telling the world that you're confident. You're telling yourself that you're worthy of respect. This self-assured stance naturally draws people towards you, creating an aura of approachability and trustworthiness. But it doesn't stop at posture. The subtleties of our facial expressions, the warmth of our smile, the sincerity in our eye contact, all these elements of body language are deeply communicative. They have the power to bridge gaps, to make others feel seen and understood without a word being spoken. A genuine smile, for instance, can disarm the most guarded heart, while sincere eye contact can forge a connection that feels as deep as any conversation. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Stoicism encourages us to be present and mindful in every moment, and this extends to our body language. Being truly present means being aware of how we're physically engaging with those around us. It's about ensuring our body language reflects our genuine feelings and intentions, whether it's showing empathy, openness, or simply a readiness to engage. This mindful approach to nonverbal communication invites genuine interactions and relationships built on a foundation of trust and respect. So, how can we apply Stoic principles to master the art of body language? Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." It starts with self-awareness. Take the time to observe your own nonverbal cues. Are you truly present in your interactions? Or are you closed off, perhaps without even realizing it? Are your gestures open and inviting? Or do they erect barriers between you and others? Practice being in the moment, fully attentive to the person you're engaging with, and let your body language flow from a place of sincerity and intention. Habit number 4. The subtle scent of sophistication. It's amazing how a single fragrance can transport us back in time, evoke emotion, or even shape our perception of someone. Seneca said, "Time discovers truth." Choosing a scent is more than just picking a perfume or cologne. It's about selecting a fragrance that becomes an integral part of your identity, one that leaves a lasting impression without a single word needing to be exchanged. Stoicism teaches us the importance of intentionality in all aspects of life, including the seemingly mundane choice of a fragrance. Marcus Aurelius said, "Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense." It's about choosing a scent that aligns with who you are and the impression you wish to leave on the world, rather than succumbing to the latest trends or the most expensive brands. Scent is a form of nonverbal communication that, when chosen thoughtfully, reflects your inner self and values. A signature scent is not just an accessory. It's a personal statement, a subtle yet powerful way of expressing your uniqueness. Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Just as the Stoics believe in the significance of our actions and words reflecting our inner virtues, a carefully chosen fragrance can serve as a reflection of your personality, mood, and even your aspirations. It's an olfactory fingerprint that says, "This is me," creating a sensory memory in the minds and noses of those you meet. Choosing this scent requires mindfulness. It involves understanding not just the fragrances you're drawn to, but also how they blend with your natural body chemistry, the environments you frequent, and the message you want to convey. Do you want to evoke a sense of calm and reliability? Perhaps a clean, fresh scent. Or maybe you wish to be remembered as bold and adventurous. Then something with spicy or woody notes might be your call. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." The key here is coherence, ensuring that your scent choice is an extension of your personality and values, much like the Stoic principle of living in harmony with one's true nature. Moreover, the Stoic practice of moderation applies here as well. It's not about overwhelming those around you with an intense fragrance, but rather choosing a scent that invites them closer, that whispers rather than shouts. It's a scent that lingers in a room, leaving a subtle yet indelible mark, much like the quiet but profound impact we hope to have on the world through our actions and choices guided by Stoicism. Habit number 5. Manners that mesmerize. In an era where digital communication often strips away the nuances of personal interaction, good manners serve as a bridge back to genuine human connection. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." When we discuss manners that mesmerize, we're delving into something deeper than just saying please and thank you. We're exploring how the grace of our interactions can leave a lasting impression. Much like the enduring wisdom of Stoicism guides us to act with virtue and respect in all aspects of life. Stoicism, with its focus on virtue, self-control, and empathy, aligns perfectly with the concept of mesmerizing manners. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." It's not just about following social protocols for the sake of appearances. It's about embodying respect, kindness, and consideration for others through our actions. This alignment between Stoic principles and our behavior towards others creates a quietly powerful allure. It signals that we're not only mindful of our actions but also deeply respect those we interact with. Consider the impact of genuinely listening when someone speaks, fully engaging with them without the distraction of our phones or our own thoughts. As Seneca said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This act of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, communicates that we value the person and the moment we're sharing with them. It's a simple yet profound manner that resonates deeply in today's often disengaged society. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us the importance of empathy, understanding and sharing the feelings of others. When our manners are infused with genuine empathy, when we're quick to offer a helping hand or a word of support, we're practicing Stoic virtues in the most relatable ways. These acts of kindness and empathy don't just make us more likable. They draw people to us, creating a magnetic pull of warmth and genuine connection. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Let's also discuss the subtleties of manners, knowing how to navigate the complexities of social interactions with grace, from the etiquette of dining to the art of conversation. These skills reflect mindfulness and respect for the situation and the company we're in. Stoicism doesn't teach us to withdraw from the world, but to engage with it thoughtfully, and mastering these social graces is a testament to that engagement. It's about showing that we care enough to put thought into our actions and honor the unspoken rules that smooth the way for more meaningful interactions. Habit number 6, being fully present. This isn't just advice. It's a powerful call to action, a remedy to the superficial interactions that have become all too common in our fast-paced world. Believe it or not, it ties beautifully into Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes living in the present and appreciating the moment for what it is. Marcus Aurelius said, "Thou must now at last perceive of what universe thou art a part, and of what administrator of the universe thy existence is in efflux, and that a limit of time is fixed for thee, which if thou dost not use for clearing away the clouds from thy mind, it will go and thou wilt go, and it will never return." Stoicism teaches us the value of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. When we apply this to our interactions with others, it means giving them our full attention, free from the pull of past regrets or future anxieties. It's about engaging with them wholeheartedly, with a sense of presence that says, "You are important to me, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be." This kind of attention is rare and precious, and it can transform even the most mundane interaction into a meaningful connection. As Epictetus said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Being present involves more than just physically showing up. It requires active engagement with the here and now, listening not just to respond but to truly understand. It's the difference between having a conversation with someone who's constantly checking their phone and talking to someone who's completely focused on you, making you feel seen and heard. The latter can leave a lasting impression, creating a sense of warmth and genuineness that's irresistibly attractive. But how do we cultivate this presence in a world that constantly vies for our attention? As Seneca said, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." It starts with mindfulness, the practice of being aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By becoming more mindful, we can catch ourselves when our minds start to wander and gently bring our focus back to the present. Like any skill, mindfulness improves with practice and patience. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to appreciate the beauty of the present moment and see it as a gift. Every interaction, no matter how brief, is an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. When we approach our interactions with this mindset, we not only enrich our own lives but also touch the lives of those around us in profound ways. Being present also means being vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be seen and to see others without the shields we often put up. As Marcus Aurelius said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." It's about dropping the facade and connecting on a human level, recognizing that at our core, we all seek understanding and connection. This vulnerability, though it may seem daunting, is incredibly powerful. It breaks down barriers and builds trust, laying the foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships. Habit number 7. The allure of mystery. This concept, deeply rooted in Stoicism's wisdom, teaches us the value of restraint and the power of keeping some things close to our chests. It's not about deceit or secrecy, but about the deliberate choice of what we reveal about ourselves and when. This selective sharing creates an allure that draws people in, eager to learn more about the person behind the curtain. As Seneca said, "It is quality rather than quantity that matters." Stoicism, with its emphasis on inner reflection and personal growth, encourages us to focus on developing our character rather than seeking external validation. This philosophy aligns perfectly with cultivating a sense of mystery. By not laying all our cards on the table, we invite others to engage more deeply, to look beyond the surface. It's a subtle invitation to explore, a signal that there's more to us than meets the eye. Marcus Aurelius said, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." This doesn't mean playing games or constructing a facade. Rather, it's about allowing our complexity and depth to unfold naturally over time. Imagine the difference between a book that gives away the plot in the first few pages and one that weaves a tale you can't put down, revealing its secrets layer by layer. Which one captivates you more? The same principle applies to personal interactions. A touch of mystery can transform a conversation from a mere exchange of information into an intriguing discovery. As Epictetus said, "If you wish to be a writer, write." It makes each interaction with us a chapter in a story that others are eager to continue, creating a magnetic pull toward the depth of our character. But how do we strike the right balance? It begins with mindfulness about what we share and the intention behind it. It's about sharing with purpose, not out of an impulse to fill the silence or because of pressure from an oversharing culture. It requires self-control, a virtue extolled by Stoicism, to navigate the fine line between being open and maintaining a touch of mystery. As Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." It's also about valuing the quality of our connections over the quantity, understanding that deeper relationships are built on a foundation of mutual discovery and respect for each other's depth. Furthermore, embracing a touch of mystery reflects respect for our own inner world. It acknowledges that some thoughts, experiences, and dreams are so precious that they gain value when not freely given away. This selective sharing is not about withholding but about cherishing. It makes the eventual sharing all the more meaningful because it's offered, not demanded. In practicing this Stoic approach to mystery, we also learn to listen more. As Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By being less eager to fill the space with our own stories, we open ourselves to hearing others and truly engaging with their essence. This creates a reciprocal dynamic, a dance of give and take that enriches both sides of the conversation. It fosters a genuine curiosity and connection that can be deeply satisfying. Habit number 8. Cultural wisdom. This isn't just about knowing facts or being able to name capitals. It's about understanding the soul of different cultures, appreciating their traditions, struggles, and joys. It's a journey of expanding our horizons, guided by the Stoic pursuit of knowledge and the virtue of wisdom, to cultivate a global mindset that celebrates diversity and fosters empathy. Stoicism teaches us the importance of developing an understanding that goes beyond our immediate experiences. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." It encourages us to look outward, to learn from the world around us, and to see the common humanity in all people. In cultivating cultural wisdom, we're stepping into the shoes of others, exploring the rich tapestry of human culture. By doing so, we're not only broadening our own perspectives but also breaking down the barriers that often divide us. Imagine the depth and richness that cultural wisdom adds to our conversations and interactions. As Seneca said, Travel and change of place impart new vigor to the mind. When we can share a story from a different culture, express understanding, or even say a few words in another language, we're building bridges. We're showing respect for the experiences of others and signaling that we value diversity not as an abstract concept but as a lived reality. This doesn't require us to be world travelers or to have an encyclopedic knowledge of every culture. As Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Rather, it's about cultivating curiosity, an open mind, and a genuine interest in learning from the world's myriad ways of life. Moreover, Stoicism's emphasis on self-improvement and personal growth aligns perfectly with the pursuit of cultural wisdom. By exposing ourselves to different worldviews and philosophies, we're not just collecting information. We're challenging our assumptions, confronting our biases, and growing in empathy. We're engaging in a form of self-education that shapes us into more well-rounded, compassionate individuals capable of engaging with the world in a more meaningful way. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking." But how do we cultivate this cultural wisdom? It starts with small, intentional steps. Reading books by authors around the world, watching films that offer a window into different lives, and engaging with art and music from diverse cultures. It's about seeking out conversations that broaden our understanding and push us out of our comfort zones. Every cultural encounter, every piece of knowledge gained, adds a layer to our understanding, enriching our perspective and enhancing our ability to connect with others. Habit number 9. The power of laughter. Laughter has a remarkable ability to change the atmosphere of a room and uplift people's spirits. Seneca once remarked that it's more fitting to laugh at life than to lament it. Though seemingly at odds, Stoicism and laughter share common ground. Stoicism emphasizes finding joy in the present moment and connecting deeply with others, ideals that laughter naturally supports. Stoics valued joy and understood laughter's role in resilience, a tool for facing life's challenges with a lighter heart. Shared laughter reminds us of our shared humanity and creates a sense of belonging. It aligns with Stoic principles by focusing on the present moment, freeing us from past regrets and future anxieties. Laughter also promotes community, breaking down barriers and fostering connections. Cultivating more laughter involves not taking life too seriously, finding humor in everyday situations, and seeking joy intentionally. Habit number 10. Prioritizing self-care. Self-care, according to Seneca, is essential in an uncertain future. It extends beyond occasional indulgences to encompass deliberate care for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches that self-mastery and self-care are crucial, not as acts of selfishness, but as responsibilities to maintain our capabilities to live according to our values. Prioritizing self-care ensures we can face life's challenges with resilience and wisdom, contributing positively to our communities. This approach involves mindfulness, reflective practices, and activities that nurture our intellectual and spiritual growth. By caring for ourselves, we're better equipped to care for others, embodying the Stoic ideal of living for the common good. Habit number 11. Embodying alluring independence. Independence, often associated with self-reliance and personal freedom, finds its true essence in Stoicism as internal strength and confidence. Stoics advocate for mastering one's desires and emotions, finding happiness within rather than from external circumstances or validation. True independence is not isolation but the ability to stand firm in one's values and decisions while fostering meaningful connections with others. It involves introspection, resilience, and the courage to follow one's path authentically. Balancing independence with community allows for supportive relationships that respect personal growth and values. As Marcus Aurelius said, true independence lies in realizing our power over our minds, finding strength in self-sufficiency, and contributing meaningfully to the world. Habit number 12. Compassionate leadership. Compassionate leadership isn't just about directing others. It's about leading with empathy, understanding, and kindness. The Stoics believed in the power of leading by example, fostering an environment of mutual respect and support. True leadership, according to Stoic principles, involves recognizing the humanity in everyone and acting with the welfare of others in mind. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This emphasizes the importance of maintaining one's principles and integrity, even in the face of adversity. By leading with compassion, we inspire trust and loyalty, creating a positive and productive environment where everyone can thrive. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Your engagement and curiosity make this community truly special. If this conversation has ignited a thirst for more, I encourage you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. Dive deeper, continue growing, and let the timeless wisdom of Stoicism illuminate your path. Remember, in the silence of your actions, your life speaks volumes. We've reached the end of the script, where the video concludes with an invitation to explore more content and a reminder of the power of our actions, even in silence. Each habit was examined in depth, with practical tips for application and relevant quotes from Stoic philosophers to add wisdom and gravitas. The overarching message was that true attraction comes from within, from the strength of our character, the authenticity of our actions, and the tranquility we radiate when we live in accordance with our values. If you have any other questions or would like to discuss a particular habit in more detail, please let me know. I'm here to support your journey of personal growth and self-discovery through the lens of Stoic philosophy. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and share. Before leaving, consider subscribing to Socratic Sage Sanctuary.